Amid the deadly opioid crisis, there's a new life-saving tool in West Michigan, and you're getting a first look at it right here. A Grand Rapids nonprofit now offering on-demand, on-site drug checking so people will know if their supply is laced with deadly fentanyl or the flesh-eating zombie drug xylazine. The Grand Rapids Red Project turned to Target 8 investigator Susan Samples to announce the new service, believed to be the first of its kind in the state. Susan?
At 39, Nairobi Garcia's living her best chapter yet as an adult, and this place plays a starring role.
It means everything. It's given me a lot.
Garcia is a harm reduction educator at the Grand Rapids Red Project, which started offering a drug check program last spring, though it hasn't publicly announced it until now.
It saves lives. This drug checking machine saves lives.
What we can do is take very small samples.
The size of a grain of rice or even less, says drug checking technician Herman DeVries.
And we put it on this little window and we clamp it down, and based on how the reflections of infrared light come off of the substance, we can see that there's a pretty good match right here in this peak. So that's telling me that there is fentanyl in here, and there's quite a bit of fentanyl.
Since April, the Red Project says it has tested around 250 drug samples brought in by users. Most of the opioids contained some level of deadly fentanyl, and around half contained xylazine, the so-called zombie drug that causes open sores, prompting cities like Philadelphia to deploy mobile wound care.
People really have no idea what they're using when they use opioids in the community.
Executive Director Steve Alsam says the drug check program is funded by a 3-year grant from the Department of Justice. Michigan State Police distribute the grant dollars. And to critics who fear the program promotes drug use.
What's the problem with people that are going to use regardless of what anybody says being checked for?
And Garcia says the drug check program actually helps people reduce their use. She knows because she uses heroin herself, and the drug check has found xylazine in 85% of her samples.
That's not what I want in my body. I don't want to look horrible. I don't want to have sores.
She also wants to live, has lost more than a dozen friends to overdoses.
Like friends that I've had like since childhood. Dang, if I wish this drug checking machine was out when they were alive, that probably would have saved their lives.
Garcia told me at one point she was using heroin 6 times a day, but she's now down to once a week or so, and knowing what is in the heroin she's using has helped her cut way back, though she's not ready to stop altogether right now. She has also started medication-assisted treatment to help her. Grand Rapids Police signed a memo of understanding with the Red Project, pledging GRPD will, quote, operate in a cooperative manner with the Grand Rapids Red Project drug checking services. You can get drugs checked from noon to 4, Monday through Friday at the Red Project's Outreach Building on Madison, north of Hall.